Ahead of the Portuguese Grand Prix, the 8-time world champion finally broke his silence, sending the entire MotoGP paddock into a frenzy. In an exclusive interview, Marquez openly acknowledged the exceptional talent of the Aprilia team, saying that they had surpassed everyone's expectations. Could this be a sign that Marquez is starting to see Aprilia as a serious threat this season? Let's discuss. The 2025 MotoGP season continues to deliver major surprises. This time, the attention of the racing world is on Marco Bezzecchi and the Aprilia racing team, who have performed even more impressively in the second half of the season. Their performance has not only been surprising, but has also shaken up the MotoGP power structure. After a challenging beginning to the season involving a lengthy adaptation period, Bezzecchi has finally found his rhythm on the Aprilia RSGP. Many thought he would struggle to survive in the fierce competition of modern MotoGP in the first half of the season. However, the Italian rider has slowly but surely turned things around with incredible consistency and composure. From mid-season onwards, his performance improved dramatically. He began to consistently finish in the top 5 and even reached the podium several times at major races such as those at Silverstone, Misano and Phillip Island. In each race, Bezzecchi demonstrated a new maturity in his riding style, becoming calmer, more precise and better at managing tyres and maintaining race rhythm. Many observers said this performance was no fluke. Bezzecchi had now reached the highest level of maturity in his career. He is not just a fast rider. He is also intelligent and understands the technical characteristics of a notoriously difficult bike like the RSGP. Bezzecchi was able to maintain a stable performance even on tracks with low grip or unpredictable weather conditions, something rarely achieved by young riders. Italian observer Carlo Pernat even dubbed Bezzecchi the new jewel in Aprilia's crown. What Marco has achieved in the second half of this season is truly extraordinary. He's not only fast, but also mature, and understands how to control a technical bike like the RSGP. Aprilia has found the man who can take this project to a new level, Pernat told Italian media. Once doubted, Bezzecchi has now emerged as a real threat to his rivals. Every time the starting flag is waved, Bezzecchi is on the podium, which is a sign that Aprilia's resurgence truly began with this young talent's skillful hands. His consistent performances, steady pace throughout each lap and uncanny ability to read race situations have made him a symbol of the Noale-based manufacturer's revival. Many consider Bezzecchi to be not only a fast rider, but also someone capable of taking Aprilia to a new level in modern MotoGP history. Meanwhile, Aprilia Racing is now hailed as the fastest developing team in the MotoGP paddock. Thanks to major innovations in aerodynamics and electronics, the RSGP is now considered one of the most balanced bikes on the track and has even rivaled the performance of the formidable Ducati Desmosedici GP25 on several occasions. The combination of a competitive bike and a proven rider like Bezzecchi has led many observers to conclude that Aprilia is no longer an unexpected team. They are a real threat in the 2026 season. Marco Bezzecchi's extraordinary performance also prompted Marc Márquez to speak out. While recovering from injury, the 8-time world champion offered praise for a rival team, something he rarely does. Marco is very fast, especially in the technical areas. He's a smart rider and knows how to exploit the situation. "I think he'll be a tough rival next season," Marquez said admiringly. According to sources in the paddock, Marquez was surprised by Aprilia's telemetry data. The numbers on the screen were said to defy logic. Their speed in long corners, stability under braking and acceleration out of corners appeared almost perfect. In Marquez's words, it was all beyond reason. He also said that Aprilia's performance wasn't just luck, but the result of consistent development since mid-season. The Noale-based team is believed to have achieved a balance between engine power and chassis agility, two areas in which they have traditionally struggled. Marquez believes that, if this trend continues, Aprilia could pose a real threat to Ducati's dominance. He even thinks that the 2026 MotoGP season could mark the start of a new era, with a completely different power structure, where Aprilia is not just a challenger, but an equal competitor for the world title. The 2026 season is shaping up to be the start of a generational showdown. On one side stands Marquez, a living legend who has conquered various eras of MotoGP with a combination of experience, instinct, and boundless determination. He is not only a fast rider, but also a symbol of the endurance and ingenuity of a true champion. On the other side is Marco Bezzecchi, a young Italian star on his way to the top. With his fiery spirit and aggressive riding style, not to mention the highly competitive Aprilia, Bezzecchi poses a real threat to anyone on the track. Their battle is not just about speed, it is a clash of two racing philosophies, the maestro's calm versus the young challenger's fearless courage. Many believe that the Marquez versus Bezzecchi rivalry will become the most iconic of the last decade. A new chapter in MotoGP history where experience meets ambition and ingenuity is tested by youthful boldness. While these two continue to rise to the top, Francesco Bagnaia is having a dismal and stressful season. After 2 brilliant years with Ducati Lenovo and 2 hard-earned world titles, Pecco now seems lost amidst major changes in the MotoGP power landscape. A series of crashes, tyre problems, and a bike setup that never quite worked for him have knocked him out of the title race. It seems as though there is always something that thwarts his efforts every race weekend, whether it's the weather, strategy, or simply losing grip at a crucial moment. During the interview, Pecco openly admitted to feeling frustrated. "I've tried everything, but the results have always been worse than I expected. The bike felt different, and the setup never quite worked. Every time I started to gain confidence, something went wrong." These words reflect the mental exhaustion of a world champion who now has to face the harsh reality that the Ducati, which once supported him, seems better suited to Marc Márquez's aggressive riding style. Pecco is now just hoping to end the season on a high, restore his confidence, and prove that he is still worthy of being Ducati's main rider. However, the shadow of Marquez's dominance continues to haunt him, and the threat posed by Bezzecchi and Aprilia's exceptional performance is becoming increasingly real. This season could be a test for Pecco Bagnaia, not only as a rider, but also as a champion, struggling to rediscover himself amidst the storm. Ducati technical boss Gigi Dall'Igna has finally spoken openly about the team's situation and his rider's performance in the 2025 season. In an exclusive interview published by Italian media, Dall'Igna revealed something completely unexpected. "We must admit that Marc Márquez has changed everything. The way he works, analyses data and pushes the limits of the bike has made the entire team rethink the direction of the Des Mercedes' development," said Dall'Igna solemnly. The 2025 season marks a significant milestone for MotoGP. Aprilia, which was previously overshadowed by Ducati, is now rising and beginning to challenge the Red Giant's dominance. Marco Bezzecchi is also emerging as a serious threat. Can Bezzecchi and Aprilia truly shake off Marquez and Ducati's dominance? Let us know what you think.